Hello, this is me, Saad. This is my TMUC card. Today, my topic is Legal Advice to Harim Sale of Goods Act 1979. Subtitle Analysis of Consumer Right and Remedies. Introduction about Rivaj Jewelers Jewelry Store. The London based jewelry retail Rivaj UK specializes in custom wedding and traditional South Asian jewelry. Rivaj UK, which is well known for its elaborate workmanship and personalized design, sale and variety of expensive items such as choker set rings, earring, and necklace. The store combines classical gravity with contemporary elegance to serve both individual customers and business consumers. Case scenario: Hatfield Jewelry retailer Harim went to Rivaj, UK to buy supplies for a fashion show. She agreed to buy 10 and 10 maroon choker set to delivery by 20th May. Order a bespoke necklace and earrier and purchase 5 reduced rings upon arrival. The choker set were incorrect: only 4 blue, 8 marrow, and 6 green were sent to necklace, produced an allergic response. The 3 rings has had missing stones. Sana denied Harim's request for a return, stating that there were no refund and exchange. Legal framework: Sale Good Acts 1979. The Sale of Good Act 1979 applies to contract for the sale of goods in UK, whether between business or to consumer. It automatically inserts certain implied terms into sale contract. These include Section 13, which state good must match their description. Section 14.2, which require good to be the satisfactory quality, and Section 14.3, which require good to be fit for any purpose to buyer makes known to seller. These provisions protect buyer and cannot be excluded by store return policy in most consumer transactions. Issue 1. Harim made it explicitly clear that the necklace and even need to be hypoallergenic as they were modeled with allergic. Sana ensured her that the item would made from titanium. However, when the model wore the jewelry, she developed an allergic reaction. This is breach of Section 14.3. The Sale of Goods Act, which state good must be fit for the buyer particular purpose, if the seller is informed and relied upon. In the case Baldry versus Marshall, 1925, the court ruled in favor of buyer had specific requirements. Therefore, Harim is entitled to reject the jewelry and claim a full refund. Issue 2. Defective rings. After learning the sum of 5 rings had missing jewels, Harim bought them at a 50% discount with the 3 broken rings. She took the chance. Section 14.2, which mandates that good be adequate quality, would be violated. Never the sell. If the other 2 rings were likewise flawed, additional hidden flaws are not excused by the fact that they were dismissed. Thus, Harim has the right to reject any additional defective rings and request a particle Uh, Insured choker set. Harim received the blue, 8 maroon, and 6 green choker set in shade of the 10 blue, 10 maroon set were ordered since the item did not meet the agreed description. Section 13 of Sale of 8 items act in violate by the presence of an unrequested green set and the lack of blue and maroon sets. Even little variation result in rejection. Right in occurs versus Roneses 1933. Harim is therefore free to refuse the delivery in its entirety and ask to redundance or replacement items. No refund or exchange policy according to Sana Riwaj does not provide exchange and refund. However, a store cannot enter into a contract based on the statutory requirements. Under UK law, any refund policy, consumer contract are separated by implied provisions of Sale of Good Act. In spite of salary policy, refund was maintained. Bernstein versus Palmson Motor Ltd. 1983. Therefore, regardless of what the store internal policy says, Harim is still entitled of all of her rights. Remedies available to Harim: reject the necklace and earning request complete refund because they are not until for purpose. Request a particle bonuses for the flawed rings that were either poorly described or the subpar quality because of the choker set R is wrong color and amounts reject by the entire batch. Practical advice to Harim: Harim should be immediately actioned by sending a letter of Rivaj UK expression unequally that she is refusing the product accordance with the Sale Product Act 1979 and asking for she ought to make reference to the particular legal violation and unfitness for purpose inadequate inadequate quality and failing to satisfy description. As proof, she must preserve all written contributions. Court sued submitting a claim through trading standard if Rivaj UK does not comply, particularly if the entire amount is less than 10,000 pounds. In the conclusion, Rivaj has committed many violations of the Sale of Goods Act 1979. Choker set were not advertised. The jewelry set unsuitable for the intended use, and not all of the rings were acceptable quality. Harim can reject the item and seek of proper remedies. Thanks to the statutory rights, her legal rights are not suppressed by store refund policy. It is recommended that Harim act formally as soon as possible to safeguard her right and get her losses back. Reference: Sale of Good Act 1979, Section 13, 14.2 and Section 14.2. Belt Reverse Marshal 1925, 1 KB 29, and these are all cases where I get references for this case. Thank you.